Hey y'all, welcome back to The Purpose Nurse if you have been on my channel before, but if today is your very first time coming on my channel, then welcome. Today's video is pretty awesome, I would like to think. I'm going to be talking about if you should become a nurse and just share my thoughts on becoming a nurse and things like that. So if you are interested in this video, then stay tuned to hear what I have to say about becoming a nurse, if you should become a nurse, and all that jazz. Okay, you guys, so should you become a nurse or should you not become a nurse? So clearly, I feel that nursing is awesome. I'm a little biased because I'm in nursing school, of course, but all jokes aside, I feel like nursing is a wonderful profession. Nursing remains year after year to be the number one, you all, most trusted profession, and I think that that's amazing. The fact that we have patients who are also customers, don't forget that now, that are willing to trust nurses. We spend majority of our time, if not all of our time, with the patient in addition to charting everything on our patient because it's very important to document. I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but if it's not documented, you didn't do it. I feel like with nursing, there's so much flexibility. You can do 312s on and then 4 days off, or you can just majority of the time schedule yourself like how you want. A lot of hospitals do the self-scheduling, which is where you put down the days you want to work, and then the charge nurse will most of the time try to keep your schedule in line with that. I also feel like with nursing, you have that one-on-one time with the patient, getting to know the patient and things like that. And for an individual like myself who loves to talk and is very chatty, nursing is like perfect. And I feel like for me as well, nursing has that balance of being difficult enough to challenge me, but not too difficult to where I feel like unmotivated or feel belittled or feel like I can't do this. And I think that it's so important to have that dichotomy whenever you're pursuing purpose or whatever type of career you're going into, because you don't want to get in the routine of being like monotonous and doing it over and over and over again and not really receiving any type of satisfaction from it. And so with nursing, if some of you don't know, you can do so many different things. You can be a nurse that does informatics, you can do travel nursing, you can be a med-surg nurse, you can be a dialysis nurse, you can be an oncology nurse, you can be a NICU nurse, you can be a peds nurse. Like, there's so many different types of things that you can do, and I feel like nursing is just a very flexible career. If you don't want to do 312s, typically you can go back to school, become a nurse practitioner. Nurse practitioner basically functions along the same lines as MD. Only difference is the amount of schooling, and also a nurse practitioner can still function, you know, by herself. She doesn't have to have someone overseeing her. Well, typically, I take that back. You do have, you know, an MD on staff as well, but the difference between, okay, I was thinking of PA. The difference between a PA and an NP is that MD typically has to oversee the PA, whereas the NP does not have to be overseen. That's what it is, you guys. But I really think that the nursing profession is just a really great career if you want that work-life balance as well, with having the 3 days on, 4 days off. There are a lot of individuals that are not just nurses but are business owners and have other jobs because nursing is so flexible. I do want to say though that I feel like a lot of people tend to lean towards nursing because of the income. Even though the money that you make when it comes to nursing, it does vary state by state, I feel like that you should never in life ever do anything specifically just for the money, because you want to enjoy what you're doing. You don't ever want to wake up in the morning and just be motivated by money. Like, I personally would like to wake up in the morning and be motivated to actually go to my job, and the money is just a perk with that. I really want to fulfill my life's purpose, which is not just about me or focused on me, but it's about the lives that I'm going to impact. And it's very, very, very important to remember that with whatever your purpose is, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, nurse, chef, engineer, whatever it is, it's really, really important to keep that in focus, because I feel like if you're doing something that you truly, truly love, you're truly interested in, the money will come. The money will come. And I'm a firm believer in that. Also, when it comes to nursing, I really like the aspect of being able to change somebody's life and see them progress and see individuals at these vulnerable times in their life. You're literally caring for somebody at this vulnerable moment and seeing parts of them and pieces of them that some other people may not have seen. So the fact that you're able to connect with patients on this level, to me, is absolutely amazing. And to know that you're able to provide this great care, and to know that they notice that, and notice that you're not just doing this for the money, but you're actually doing this because you love it and it's something that you really like. I also think that it's good to go to nursing school as well if you like that interaction, if you like dealing with the patient, seeing that progress. I know in some facilities they have this dynamic called primary nursing care. I'm pretty sure it's called that. I could be wrong, but I think it is called primary care nursing. So it's basically where a nurse cares for the same patient. So there's a continuity of care. So for example, if you are working your 312s and that patient is scheduled, or their plan of care is gonna go for like a number of days, some hospitals will do it to where that one nurse will care for that same patient in addition to the other patients. So if her patients are in room 1, 3, and 5, to go ahead and keep that continuity of care, when she comes back on her second day, she'll care for rooms 1, 3, and 5, and then on her third day, 1, 3, and 5. So this allows her to keep up that bond that she has with the patient, and also see them actually progress. And when she goes to report, or she has to give information to the doctor, the accuracy of her information is higher than it would be if she had the patient one day, didn't have the patient the next day, so on and so forth. So I personally feel like that the nursing profession, going to nursing school, I feel like is so worth it. Yes, it's hard. Yes, you may get into it and feel like, oh shoot, what did I get myself into? But I definitely feel like that there are more pros to nursing than cons. I want to touch on travel nursing a little bit as well. Travel nursing is basically where, after you've had a year to 2 years of experience in your specialty, you basically go to a travel nurse agency, and with the travel nurse agency, you discuss with them what particular state you want to go to, what your specialty is, and they will contract you out with hospitals that are low census or have a low amount of nurses, and you'll basically go to these hospitals and work during contracts. Some states have strikes, and during these strikes, their nurses for that hospital may not work. Who's going to care for the patients? You still need nurses, right? So as a travel nurse, you go in the place of these nurses that are on strike, and you care for the patients, and the pay is really well. So a lot of times you will have these nurses that are travel nursing, and they'll use travel nursing to pay off their student loans and things like that. and it's just really awesome. So personally, travel nursing is something that I would love to do. I'm definitely interested in it. Once I get my 1 to 2 years experience, I would love to do that, because your girl definitely got student loans currently and from undergrad. So that's really about it. Again, I do feel like nursing school is a great investment, and that you should go to nursing school, and that becoming a nurse is one of the best decisions I've ever made, besides rededicating myself to Christ. Like, top 2, Christ, going to nursing school, hands down. So that's it. That's all I have for y'all. If you enjoyed this video, like it please. Subscribe if you are loving my content. If you have any recommendations for any videos that you would like for me to do, feel free to drop them below. I'll look through them and I'll do some videos based on your requests. But other than that, thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on my journey through nursing school, and just watch my videos that relate to faith, purpose, nursing, and inspiring you all. I hope that you have a blessed day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.